Hello, this is That Talking Podcast. I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
Welcome, welcome. We're here to talk, bring some civil discourse to an otherwise discordant world. How you?
Ugh. It's been another one of those days.
Ugh.
Another one of those Mondays where everyone calls out and goes home early.
Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. I had a good day. We're recording at the 11th hour. We don't often do it, but we do it sometimes.
No, we're recording at the 8th hour.
But today...
Put that on your bingo card.
Today is Groundhog Day. And we just watched Groundhog Day for your first time ever.
Why, it's Groundhog Day today.
Why, it's Groundhog Day today. You will find true love on Groundhog Day. But it's cool. It was a nice day.
I mean, I only have one story about Groundhog Day, and that's how our local movie theater always had the picture of Bill Murray with the groundhog in the truck in the coming attractions poster, and it was right next to the what is it, one of the pictures of Ghostbusters. It was all four of them like peering around a corner,
which is interesting because at the very least, like, that image from Groundhog Day was not like the movie poster.
I know, but I was so upset when they finally took those pictures away because those had been part of the coming attractions board for decades.
It was a staple.
It was, and it was something I always looked forward to seeing when I would go see movies there. And then one day it was just gone. I'm like, how could you?
Well, did you like the movie?
As I said to you, it was like that movie came out when I was like 4 years old, so I wouldn't have appreciated it then.
Well, watching it on the cusp, on the very brink of 38. Did you like the movie?
I liked the movie.
It was a good movie.
He got a lot done.
He did get a lot done.
He did.
I mean, again, there's, like...
For those who haven't seen it.
Speaking from, like... I remember Harold Ramis saying that, like, originally it's supposed to be, like, a very existential kind of script and everything, and he's doing this for like hundreds of years.
You were saying it was supposed to be a lot darker.
It was supposed to be a lot darker. Like, it's all about existential dread and everything like that. Yeah. But, it turned into a nice little rom-com.
You don't believe in the whole, groundhog mythology, do you?
So...
I've certainly always been skeptical of it.
So, interestingly enough, so I've been telling you that it's spring now.
Right now.
I've been saying to you, it's spring. The first day of spring was yesterday, February 1st.
Springtime for groundhogs in Germany.
Exactly. And the reason why I've been saying that is because there is the pagan celebration of Imbolc, which is an ancient Celtic celebration of the beginning, the renewal of life. So it is considered agriculturally, I'm sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye or something, so I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to keep picking up my lashes.
Do you need a minute?
No, I'm okay. If it starts to hurt, everyone will know real quick. But February 1st is a fixed date, but around the beginning of February is when, agriculturally speaking, grasses started to regrow, the sheep started to produce milk again and everything. So it was this whole renewal of life, the coming of the light. The days are getting longer now, noticeably longer and everything like that. So technically it is the celebration of the springtime. The reason why Groundhog Day is on February 2nd is the same thing. The only reason why they're like, oh, it's 6 more weeks of winter is because it's more snow is coming, more cold weather is coming, because, it is...
Hence the robe.
Hence the robe for you, not for me. I have a hat. I have a new hat. It's not new, but I don't wear it.
I said to my cousin Frank earlier, I'm just like, listen, 6 more weeks means less idiots and assholes on the road.
6 more weeks of winter just means that allegedly we're going to get more snow before it starts to get warmer. Like, we need more snow. For anyone living anywhere in the eastern United States, it's not like we need more snow. I saw people in Tennessee and North Carolina getting snow. I don't know if Florida got snow.
I still harbor this delusion that everything below the Mason-Dixon line just doesn't see snow ever.
Right? Yeah. It's a weird connotation that I think that we as Northerners
I know I'm wrong. Yeah. I just like to believe that, like, where is the Mason-Dixon line? Help me out here.
Maryland.
Okay, yeah. Everything beneath that just never sees a flake. And then I remember hearing that Californians see snow every so often. And I'm like, no.
It's either Maryland. It's either above Maryland or below Virginia. Because I know it's a flat one. So it's one or the other. Anyway. But yeah, no, I always sort of harbored that same idea that like, oh, well, they never have snow. It's always hot down there. And it's like, well,
must be nice.
It's closer to the equator, but it still gets cold. Like, you know, weather happens.
I was telling my French-Canadian friend about how we were looking at houses in Maine, and he's just like, oh, I don't think you want to do that.
Why? Oh, is it cold?
I don't know.
Is it cold up there? Wah.
He's like, you might wind up as somebody's stew.
I beg your pardon?
I don't know.
Is that suggesting that the French Canadians eat people?
I guess, maybe.
Okay, well, we'll be on this side of the border.
They must not have rules.
You know, they can't. Oh, I see what you did there. You smart. You better smart.
Well,
we have rules.
We
do. We have 3 rules. As the French Canadians would say, un, deux, trois rules. Ha-ha.
Hit him with it.
Trois rules. For the sake of civility, here in the bubble that we are in. And those rules are no judgment, nothing personal, and don't be a dick. What do you want to talk about?
I think we're in the midst of it.
Were we in the midst of it?
Sure.
The cannibal nature of the French Canadian? Canada does listen to us, and especially Quebec does listen to us. So, you know, feel free to tell us if we're wrong. Do you eat people? We would be closer to New Brunswick if we were to move where I want to move in northern Maine.
We were talking about places in the country and the temperatures and the weather and whatnot. I mean, I was telling him, I was like, I'll live anywhere. I don't care.
I love the cold.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying, they're just like, what happens if you're like 80 years old and you get 9 feet of snow? What are you going to, it's like, I'm going to stay inside.
The same thing that happens when you get 80 feet of snow when you're 9 years old.
You stay inside.
Exactly.
It's like, what are we going to do? Well, it's like when people don't understand, when people who have grown up in New England, and we all have said it at some point, when you grow up in New England and you freak out because there's weather, it's like, you've been here your whole life. You know there's weather every year. Just like the beginning of school.
That's just it. We've been over this. I don't freak out when it comes to weather, when it comes to power outages, when it comes to roving gangs of Tom Brokaws. That never happens.
We already had, without realizing it, prepared for this disaster before we got it. We had our bread, eggs, and milk, and we were all set. We were all set. And most recently, we've decided to purchase 2 separate ice cream cakes for the snowy weather.
That wasn't for the snowy weather. That was for our birthdays.
Our birthdays.
Oh, this was your segue into the birthday
No,
talk.
we're not going to segue into the birthday stuff.
Well, we're here. We might as well.
Noisemaker. My birthday was this past Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 21, finally. I'm 42.
That means that, wait, if you're 21, that means I'm going to be 17.
Ooh, jailbait. Ooh, don't tell anyone.
Jailbait. The age of consent is 16.
In Connecticut?
And think in the United States.
Do you know that in the state of Connecticut also you can marry your first cousin?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Way to go, Connecticut.
Gross.
Really progressing.
We'll be heading for New Brunswick before you know it.
But yes, no, my birthday just passed. Your birthday is just about to come up.
Mm-hmm.
And
at the time of recording, it is 2 days from when this episode airs.
And you will be a 38-year-old man.
I will finally be a 38-year-old man. I really wish that my brother were here to celebrate this with me. We used to have an inside joke about being a 38-year-old man.
Was that from Flapjack?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. And in the meantime, we're buried under snow. And you know what I've been having a lot of fun with? Seeing the ice, like, melt down the buildings.
The icicles?
Like, not even the icicles. Like, the water as they're... Because they melt all day. All day, they're melting in the sun. Because, I have another story about that, too. They're melting, but it's on the siding itself. So it's like, it looks like a sheet of ice on the side of the building. That's fun. I went snowblind today.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to bring glasses with me.
I did a real rookie move. And before I went out this morning, I walked the dog without my sunglasses.
And it hit you right in the face.
It was really difficult. I got back in here and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how the fuck am I going to drive to my appointment? Because I could not see anything. There was a gray haze over everything. And it took probably about 15 minutes for my eyes to adjust completely. And I'm like, that was a dumb bunny move.
Did you have a nice birthday?
I had a very nice birthday. My husband looks adoringly at husband. My husband surprised me with a couple of things. In addition to my ice cream cake.
Which I set a reminder for at least 6 months ago, so I wouldn't forget. Kind of like, it was kind of like your 40th, because we were just jokingly talking about...
What were we talking about? What are you doing?
You had mentioned that you wanted penis candles. I can't remember what the other thing was. But at that exact moment, which was like 6 months before your 40th birthday, I set a reminder, get penis candles.
Did I say I wanted penis candles?
Yes,
or did you say you were going to get them for me?
No, you said you specifically wanted penis candles.
That had something to do with, I believe it was Kelly's bachelorette party on 90210 when she was going to marry Brandon.
And then there was something else that you had said. I can't remember what it was, but I remember setting the reminder right then and there. And I'm just like, she's never going to see it coming, because it's going to be like that time that I just nonchalantly mentioned I wanted everyone to have clown noses at our wedding. And sure enough, you got everybody clown noses.
I didn't get everybody clown noses.
Then how did they wind up there?
Kyle got everybody clown noses.
But you had to have told him.
I told him, I said, Andrew says he wants 4 clowns. He says he wants clowns. And I said, will you make everyone a clown? And he said, yes.
I still can't remember what that bit is from.
I don't have a clue. I just know that you said it one day. And I'm like, see, you make little jokes. But yeah, I had a very good birthday. You surprised me with a private screening of my favorite movie, Breakfast at Tiffany's. You rented out the theater on Bank Street and you took me to the movies.
That is the second time I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Ever.
Both times with me.
And certainly never thought I'd be seeing it in a theater.
I've never seen it in the theater. I never would have imagined I'd see it in a theater.
See, I love that we can do that we can go and we can rent out the theater and watch movies that like we wouldn't have been able to see in the theater.
This will be the 60th anniversary of Breakfast at Tiffany's release. Because I think it was 66.
I think it was 61.
Well, now we have to look this up. I have to know. I must know.
Because I think it was written in 57.
Well, then what happened in 56 that I'm thinking of?
You mean 66.
66! Good God.
Good thing you have me. Otherwise, how would you do your math?
61, you're right. Well, what came out in 66?
Who
fucking knows?
Listen, I didn't want to argue with you on your birthday. I knew it was 61 because I had read up on it right before we left. I just wasn't going
to... I'm entering menopause. I don't remember a lot of things.
That's totally fine.
At this point, honestly, I'm just glad I'm not sweating right now.
It's just that now if any of my coworkers listen to this episode, they're going to know I played hooky to take you to the movies.
It was a family emergency. He needed to do this.
Well, I tried going about things the right way, but, they weren't having any of it.
Listen, you never lied. The fact of the matter is that it's your supervisor who lied to everybody.
He did. He's like, this is your story and you're sticking to it.
He created this charade.
Well, I mean, he is known for lying. So.
Yeah. So that's not on you.
Lying.
If people find out, they can go directly to him.
It's okay. I'm sure at least some of them were lying in regards to today, but
yeah,
that's for another episode.
And then the second half of my birthday surprise was a tattoo. Yay.
It was supposed to be a tattoo.
It was supposed to be a tattoo. But when we went, apparently a whole bunch of the town lost,
all of Bethel was without phone.
They lost internet and phone service, so couldn't do it. So we did it today on Groundhog Day. And
that'll make it easy to remember. 3 is divisible by 9.
And
wait, the other way. Flip that. Reverse it.
2 is divisible by 2.
Yeah.
So it's easy to remember. But I sat for a long time, and there were moments where I truly I asked for a break because I was lying on my stomach at first. So we could do the back of it because it's on my thigh. It wraps around my thigh. And I was lying on my stomach and I was perfectly fine. And then he's like, okay, let's take a break and then I'll put you on your back. And I'm like, okay. And it's it's not difficult for me to lie on my back, but for me to lie flat on my back and have an adrenaline rush and everything, like after a while, I was like, I'm not faring well. And I thought I was going to tap out, but I was like, okay, I need a break. I need to walk around for a few minutes. So I got a drink and I kept eating candy because that's what I do when I get a tattoo. And then he put some numbing stuff on me and I was like, well, let's see if that works. And it worked fine. So, it was pretty good, but we had started and stopped a couple of times. So the swelling started to get really out of control. So we didn't finish today. But, in a few weeks, in a couple of months, maybe I'll go in April when they're at the convention.
It's factors like that make me say to myself, like, I have enough tattoos. I don't need any more because I don't want to have to fucking put up with that.
Push tush.
I know. But then I always end up...
It's temporary.
Yeah.
It's all temporary.
It's the part I look forward to the least, but it's just like, I'm good.
I love him to death, but he dry wipes like it's nobody else's business.
Oh, I bet I know people who dry wipe worse.
It's the worst.
But for those who don't know, we advertise Coat of Arms at the end of every podcast because Eric, we've been friends with Eric for a long time.
And you can find a bunch of my stuff there.
And so that's where this all took place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's always fun because, when you surprise me, I love when you surprise me with anything. But when I find out that you've like planned these things like weeks in advance and everything, it's like, that's cute. That's cute.
You're my wife.
I've planned things for you. I have plans for you for your birthday. Hopefully.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and you're gonna tell the audience, and then I'm not gonna listen to this episode for a week.
For real? All right, don't tell anybody. I got him clowns. You can open your ears now.
Did you actually tell them?
No.
What did I do that for?
You never know. It could be true.
You're playing games now. Yeah. I'll just have to wait until this airs to find out what you said.
It could be true. You never know. You'll find out tomorrow.
I do have those pair of earplugs that you got me.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm sorry that I'm just kind of like, it's been a long fucking day.
I keep trying to get you when you're in a really good mood and like you're up and you're vibrant and stuff like that. And it seems like by the time we set up, it's just like, oh, do we really have to do this?
Well, because we're not talking about anything that's like, intense like we have the last couple of weeks.
We were talking about something intense. You told me I was getting very animated this morning.
Yeah, because we were talking about things that piss me off.
Like, we weren't even talking about stuff that piss you off. We were just talking about, what were we what was the
probably eBay or some shit?
No, we were talking about politics. We were talking about, like, the distraction factor. Yeah, like, the fact that, like, we're not talking about we the people. We're not concerned with the issues
the people in politics are trying to distract us from all this other BS that's going on.
And the fact that the people are falling for it is outrageous.
Listen, let's take a break we talked enough about Minneapolis. We can fucking take a week off.
Let's talk about you.
Let's
talk about you.
Because we could go on ad nauseum about all the that's partially my fault because I'm constantly listening to podcasts where they're just picking apart everything that goes on in the world, like whatever's like the flavor of the day or whatever. And it's like
Well, the other thing that you have been listening to lately is like all this talk about like positivity and your entrepreneurship and stuff.
That's exclusive to that one podcast because that's mainly like they go through the news of the day and stuff too. But like that dude is super proud of the fact that he's started a bunch of businesses from scratch. He's got a ton of money. He's got a ton of people working for him. And he's like super enthusiastic and excited and happy to just, be able to do what he loves for a living.
I do what I love for a living.
I strongly encourage people. Like I would totally sponsor that podcast. Like I would love for everybody to, message us, send it in the comments, whatever, if you want. And we'll tell you what it is, but I'm not going to.
No, not a sponsor. Right. So,
But, I'm constantly like sharing links to the episode. Because as soon as here's the thing about that. When I hear them start to talk about, things that are like uplifting, like, you know, that would pull me out of my own rut and be like, oh yeah, I gotta get to work. You know, I got motivation now. I always send it to you or to Nick or to whoever, you know, and like, I send it to people that I think really would need to listen to that in that moment.
Can I ask why you think I need a pep talk?
Because I feel like everybody could benefit from it.
Then benefiting from it is totally different from needing it, though.
I think everybody needs it. I think everybody needs positive reinforcement. There's so much negative reinforcement out in the world, and I am usually the one to respond to the negative reinforcement. So having positive reinforcement for once is kind of a nice...
I give you positive reinforcement all the time.
Yeah, you do, but not everybody else does. What I'm saying is that to hear it from somewhere else, because there's so much negativity in all the podcasts that I listen to. Like that's a major part of my day. Like I'm trying to just get the news, and instead I'm getting people being like, well, these people believe this and these people said that. And, you know, this shit is going on and all this other stuff. Like, you know, now they're talking about the Epstein files again and the Super Bowl and the Grammys and all this other crap. Isn't it a great thing that this weekend we skipped the Grammys and the Royal Rumble?
Well, we tried to, and then you started talking bits and pieces about both of them.
No, from square one, I had every intention of just Wikipediaing the results. I did not want to watch the Royal
But
Rumble.
you did read it aloud.
Right, but I also did not subscribe to the app and put it on and sit through it.
No.
Because it's not what it used to be. Anyway, what I'm getting back to is the positive reinforcement, because I think everybody needs a little bit of that. You know, we've sat here and talked at length about, you know, what's going on in the band right now, and how rather than, you know, write music about all these like awful things that are going on in the world, maybe we should try considering writing about some more uplifting things. And I've kind of like tried to work that into everyone's mindset, you know, because it's like, why the hell not?
Yeah.
You know, like,
we'll see if anything comes of it.
It would be nice.
You could try your hand
You've
at it.
seen me. I work on stuff here.
Yeah, but you're talking about, you know, like, hey, why don't we try writing something more uplifting? Yes, you could write a riff to that extent and everything, but if the lyric writers in your band can't, then maybe you should be the one to be like, here are a few lines, try... She's fighting with something on the sofa.
Her butt.
Yeah.
You
know, but you could try writing some stuff.
I don't want to.
But you could.
But I don't want to.
Do you need do you need some reinforcement?
No, I'm flat out saying I don't want to.
You don't want to?
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
And you're not going to make me.
I'm not going to make you.
Exactly.
I'm just saying that you... Listen, calm down, son.
I'm totally fine. You're getting animated again.
I'm simply saying that if you so chose of your own accord, you could.
I'm choosing not to.
And that is perfectly fine,
Okay.
because it is no sweat off my balls.
Excellent.
Yes, my one ball.
Hmm.
The one that I have left.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing that happened this week, is we found out that there's nothing wrong with my other ovary, which is a great thing. Roll your eyes all you want, but the fact of the matter is it's fucking great.
It's not a ball, though.
Yes, it is.
It's not a test.
Because it's on the inside of my body. You know that's where the testicles start, right?
Why don't you try writing some positive lyrics?
I have tried. I suck at it. Like, it's not that I don't want to. It's that I'm not good at it. I know that. I know the things that I'm not good at. And I know the things I am good at.
Yeah, what are you good at?
Well,
Tell them what you're good at.
I read good.
You read well. Miss, I have two English degrees.
I read real good.
Jesus.
And I know how to create something every once in a while. I make something real good.
Well.
No, I make something that's really good.
Oh, that's different, though.
Cha?
Well, you said real good, and then you switched it to really good.
Golly.
I like it. Oh.
But to get back to the snow, because that's where we started.
Oh, God, are you going to start singing Informer again?
No.
Okay, good.
First of all, I never started singing Informer.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you absolutely did.
No, I didn't. Not without some sort of music on. Did you ever play Informer Around Me?
Yes.
It's the only time I ever would have sang along
You've
with it.
played it too, or we've been like flipping through like countdowns on YouTube and it's come across.
Maybe we'll have to find a new one.
You would tell me that that's your jam.
It was in 5th grade.
Oh boy.
In 5th grade, back with the starter jackets and
I
stuff
saw
like that.
I saw an S Club 7 countdown today.
What is that?
That was like a pop band that was on Saturday morning Kids WB or something like that.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
No, never heard of it.
It's like they merged the Spice Girls and NSYNC. That's a terrible explanation.
Were they boys or girls?
It was both.
Oh.
There were 7 of them.
How progressive.
I know,
there were
right?
7 of them? I think there are a lot of people in BTS. It's that K-pop band.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the kids are listening. Like I told you before, I listened to Bad Bunny for the first time today because there's all these people talking about it. I'm like, all right, what does this guy sound like? And I was not impressed.
No, I'm not a fan.
Mm.
But, if you like that kind of thing, whatever.
I know exactly what I like, and it's what I did the other day. I recorded myself playing because I stumbled upon the theme song to DuckTales on the bass, and I'm just like, ooh, I got to make a TikTok out of
You
this.
didn't stumble upon it. You practiced. Because practice makes perfect.
So the way I stumble on it, though, is I'm like, I know where I can do that. And then I pull one off the wall, and then I'm just like, oh, this is easy. And then I do one, and then the other, and it boom, boom, boom. But like, it always baffles me when people are just like, I can't play an instrument. I can't do anything. It's like,
everyone
know the sound you want to make generally. You just have to figure out where to put your hands to get it, to do it. Like,
everyone says they can't do something. It's like, no, you could, most likely do something. You just have to try. You can be honest and just say, I don't feel like trying.
See, I've never said I can't do anything until after I've tried it and realized, like, okay, it's not that I can't. I'm just not willing to commit enough time to getting it right now. That's really what it is. Not that I can't do it, because if there's anything that I really, really want to do, like I don't know if I said this on here, but like for years, I always wanted to learn how to play Cheers on the piano. Always. And one day in 2017, I said, okay, you know what? Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. I'm just like, today is the day that I'm going to sit down and I'm not getting up until I at least make some sort of progress.
The sun is shining. The check is clean.
And I wrote it all out in my own chicken scratch, and I proceeded to practice it, every day until I felt like I had it. And I've long forgotten most of it.
Did you have staff paper that you would write stuff out on?
I haven't used staff paper in many, many years.
I remember needing staff paper when I was a music major at SUNY, when I was an undergrad, when I transferred from Hartford to Albany, and I transferred in as a music major, and you had to do sight singing and dictation. And I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And it was like after that year, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I've decided I don't want to do this anymore.
None of that.
Yeah. But the snow,
we're back there again?
It's 80. It was something I want to follow through on this thought. Okay? Because I have always said I would rather be cold. And people who live in cold weather, like, Canada and north of here and stuff like that, whenever they hear somebody say that, oh, I'd rather be cold, I'd rather have to deal with snow than excessive heat and everything, they always have a comment like, oh, you say that, but wait until you have to deal with it. And it's just like, it baffles me a little bit. Like you've said to me, you would rather be cold.
Yeah, because you can always put layers on. You can only take so many off. You can only
take so much off. I've always said you have a hard time getting out of this pesky skin. And it's 80 some odd degrees out in California. Meanwhile, the whole, east of the Mississippi has experienced blizzard conditions in the past 2 weeks. A cold front, if you will. But what's the big deal? Again, we're in New England. So people, for anyone who didn't know, we're in New England. Come and get us.
No.
And
my old man always used to say, dress for the thermostat, not the calendar.
Yes.
Because we would always get baffled by seeing snow in October or seeing snow in, April or May, or seeing, 75-degree heat in December.
Ugh, that was ugly.
That was the Christmas of 2013.
That felt bad. But when I was an undergrad, again, in Albany, I had one class who the professor gave us three giveaway absences. No excuses if you just don't show up. Three days where you do not even have to say why you're not there. You have a freebie. And he told everybody, and I was an upperclassman in these like freshman classes, and he had said, he's like, just, what was that?
I'm stretching my legs.
Oh, I'm like, something touched me.
I'm allowed to do that.
But he had said, he's like, for anyone who is new to the area, you may want to consider saving one of those for when we have a freak blizzard at the beginning of May and you don't feel like coming to class in it. And the first time he said that, I was like, that sounds silly. And then sure enough, we had snow the first weekend in May. And I'm like, well, what's that all about? Amanda, my sister, was born in the beginning of April. She was born in a blizzard.
I'm pretty sure I was born in...
You were in February.
Well,
That's when it's supposed to snow. That's fine. You did a good job.
I was the curse that, lost Hulk Hogan his world heavyweight title.
Like, what would you do if you were, if global warming got really out of control and all of a sudden we just didn't have cold weather anymore? Like, how would you react?
I would move to the Arctic Circle, like
right?
I've been planning to do.
Like, some people truly think, they're just like, oh man, like, if I could live in tropical weather all the time, I'd be thrilled. I'm
listen,
like, how could you be thrilled with that?
All those Northerners that like to have their comments, the Canadians and the Scandinavians and all of them and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, let them say, like, again, we were born way too far south. Okay, we would have been much better suited up north.
Yeah.
With Jollapoke.
With Jollapoke.
Yeah.
And whatever's out in Greenland.
Well, we'll know soon enough.
It's an iceberg. But yeah, like, I don't see what's so wrong with enjoying the cold. People think you're crazy if you say something like that. It's like, why?
Because I don't like sweating.
Because vacation is, you're supposed to go somewhere warm and tropical, and you're supposed to trap yourself on a boat for 2 weeks and everything. And it's just like, ugh.
My fat ass starts sweating from the time I walk into the office. I start casing mail, and then within like 10 minutes, I'm already like, my lower half is freezing and my upper half is all, dripping. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've got like 2 fans on me. I've got a bottle of water here. I've got, zoo books to the right. That doesn't make any sense. I love that story.
I love that zoo books still exist. Do they still put prizes in Cracker Jack? Oh, yeah. Well, that's nice to know.
I'm talking about that this morning.
You were?
We were talking about that this morning.
Oh, we were talking about that? Yeah. I have a ring from a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah, because I knew...
For anyone on camera, that's it.
Before we got married, that was your favorite movie, and I'm like, I gotta make this special. I always like making the special day special because you're my wife, and it brings me some joy to watch you smile and giddy, and like when I surprise planned your 40th. I remember surprise planning your 40th birthday party and having to like drive around New Preston in circles, like hoping that like your parents and sister had arrived on time, and you're like, we
did pass it a couple of times.
You're like, are we going to Whitehorse? I'm like, no, we're not going to Whitehorse. I'm like, we're over here, we might as well go to Whitehorse. That's a lesson for all you kids out there. You should put some effort into planning nice outings for the people that are important to you.
Yes. Well, you said, I asked you, I said, what do you want for your birthday? And you said, I want to be taken out somewhere. So that's what I'm doing.
See, now, conversely, I've been deemed foolish for putting so much effort into grand gestures by some people. Not any time recently, but like...
I was going to say, not by me.
In the past, people were just like, you put all this effort and work in, and then, this person did this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, well, some people are shit.
There are people out there who...
I like the grand gesture.
Poo-poo the grand gesture.
Yeah, the grand gesture. Listen, there's nothing wrong with the grand gesture, okay?
Yeah.
I
like it.
It's served us well.
It certainly has. I love the romantic gesture.
I remember when you surprised me with all my... You've surprised me with all my friends at Texas Roadhouse that time for my birthday. Mm-hmm. You surprised me with the second wedding, during our anniversary. Yep. Like, and I I like being surprised.
Yeah.
But nobody, I don't think, until you, has ever gone to the length of trying to surprise me.
And I think that you told me that at some point,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, that's sad. I'm like, I love surprising you, even with little things. I enjoy surprising you. I think it's fun. It's my love language. I think it's nice to make gestures, you know? It's not gifts necessarily, it's gestures. And I think, you know, like being willing to put in the effort to do something that you will enjoy, I think is meaningful.
Not even just enjoy, but remember. Like something that like you will remember forever or for a long time, or that will always stand out in your mind as something to look back on and be like, that was awesome. That's something that will always bring me excitement and enthusiasm.
Yeah. And our birthdays are always something that we tend to go sort of like not above and not
sure
necessarily above and beyond all the time, but like we make it about the other person.
Well, because we are literally 7 days apart?
We're 5 days apart.
No, 6 days apart. You're the 31st, I'm the 5th.
Yeah, that's 5 days.
6.
The 31st is the last day of January.
There's 4 days in between us.
There's 4 days in between. Okay, yes. We are 6 days apart. Technically, I guess.
And we have a whole week to ourselves.
Yes, and we take that week. And we do with it whatever the fuck we want.
We are the Aquarii.
We are the Aquarii.
This is the age of Aquarii.
We should get jackets made.
Listen, I tried that once, and we see how that turned out.
To make jackets?
I had shirts made for our podcast, and you never wear yours.
Well, it's winter. I wear the black one. I wear the long sleeve one.
Not often. Not as often as I wear mine. I'm advertising every day.
You have a lot
every
less.
Every day I'm hustling.
You have a lot less clothing than I do, also.
Yeah,
it's in the rotation.
It's in the rotation. Is it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact we got the free shirts because they fucked up the first order.
Yep.
So now I have men's shirts that say Jess, and you have women's shirts that say Andy.
Andy. Yes. And I wear them.
I'd still like to know, like, what is the percentage of people that have seen us out in public and scan the QR codes on the shirts?
Well, we have QR codes that are still on stickers around.
Did I tell you about that? That I found a sticker with our QR code in one of the trucks?
No.
I didn't tell you about that?
Did you put it there?
No.
Ooh, that's cute.
So I don't remember where I put it out in the wild.
In the world?
In the world. But one day I get in. It was one of the days I was training one of the new people. So she's sitting in the seat behind me, and I'm in the front. And I'm looking at the tray, and I see this QR code on the mail tray.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it says, "Let's hear." What was our tagline? Let's hear it,
or listen up, or something.
Yeah. And I'm like, that looks like one of ours. So sure enough, I go to scan it, and it's our QR code on the tray in the truck. So that means everybody that uses that truck, as long as that sticker's still there, is going to see our QR code.
That's rad. That's rad.
That means that even after that truck goes the way of the dodo and winds up either in Waterbury or Hartford or wherever, that hopefully somebody
will go worldwide.
Yeah.
We're in 89 countries now.
I say, that's what I wanted
and
to talk
a lot
to you
of
about.
them have snow.
I still can't believe that we had, like, part of one of the things I want to talk about in regards to that other podcast I listen to, where they're always talking about being uplifting and positive reinforcement, was the fact that I think, like, every time you give me the stats on what we're doing, we have this many countries, we have this many states, we have this many downloads, and I'm like, we have a podcast with listeners.
Yes.
That people listen to regularly. Like, many people listen to this podcast on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. We have followers. Like, and I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah.
For the fact that, like, I think to myself, like, what happens if one day, like, somebody hits us up and is just like, we want the people from That Talking podcast at this event.
That'd be so fucking cool.
And then, like,
I mean, we could do that. They do have podcast conventions.
Like, would that be like the pinnacle of being somebody?
Maybe we should do a podcasting
pinnacle
convention
of recognition. Like,
maybe there is something, like, we'll have to look into.
Like, there are people in this world that tune in just to listen to us talk.
I know, it's so crazy.
It's kind of amazing. Like, this isn't necessarily, the music that I wanted to be known for or the art that you wanted to be known for, but this is something that we conceived together.
Yeah.
We've shown up every week to put it in.
We've certainly tried
into motion and into the world.
Yeah.
And here we are still doing it, several years later.
And over now this is just our Podbean stats because I don't have the Buzzsprout stats from year one. But we moved to Podbean in July of last year, in the middle of July of last year, and we have just crossed the threshold of 100,000 downloads worldwide. That was terrible. Do it again. There we go. That was so cool to me. And
I wonder how that's going to come across on camera.
Well, it's mostly armpits, probably.
Ugh.
Excuse me. I wonder how that's going to come across. Sorry.
See, that's the kind of thing we should be editing out.
Maybe I will. But yeah. It's pretty damn cool.
So now getting back to snow.
Snow, yes.
I really have nothing to say. So it's just because because so many times you were just like, hey, snow.
I have become, in my old age.
Shut up.
I've always liked the snow. I've always been glad to have.
No, I don't really want to talk more about snow.
I've always liked the snow, and I've always been really glad that my birthday is in the winter. But in my old age, by the time my birthday comes around, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do not want it to be warm by any stretch of the imagination. It can stay below 50 degrees all fucking year, and I'll be perfectly happy with it. But I'm over the snow.
I want to go somewhere where it's perpetually either October or April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're trying.
Where it's just perpetually hoodie weather.
It'd be pretty cool.
Can
you imagine when we do go somewhere and it is like that? You think we'll be jaded? You think we won't want it anymore?
Not at all.
No.
We'll always want that shit. Are you kidding?
Everybody thinks that. It's like, oh, never reach your goal, because then what else could you possibly want?
More of it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I've been having that conversation a lot with people at the office lately. It's just like, should I change jobs? Should I go to a different office? Should I do this? Should I do that? And it's just like, I'll probably find things to complain about no matter where I go or no matter what I do. I'll always find something wrong or something to be upset about. And so it's really kind of futile because futile, whatever.
I like futile.
I like futile.
Okay.
But it kind of sounds like feudal, like Feudal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, like there'll always be something to, if it doesn't go your way, to be like, So yeah, but no, I like I say to you all the time, like I want to be able to do what I want to do as a source of income and then just do more of it.
Yeah.
Like I always felt like I was spoiled in the sense of getting to tour and getting to travel. And it's just like, okay, now I want to do more of that, because like something we always talked about like 10 years ago was post-tour depression. Like we come home from a trip and then all of a sudden it's like back to reality, time to attempt to get a good night's sleep, do all your laundry, clean out the car, empty the suitcase, put everything back where it belongs, clean everything, like, and then grocery shopping and all the other normal shit that you missed out on while you were away.
Back to real life.
Yeah. And it's like, oh.
The worst for me was always unpacking the suitcase. I would come home from a week wherever I was, Dallas, Rhode Island, Minnesota, wherever I was for a week. I would come home and I would live out of that suitcase. Like, and I mean, you're talking like the dirty stuff, like the under things and the socks and everything, like those would go in the laundry because that's grotesque. But like emptying it out and putting it away was like, do I have to do this?
I remember coming back from the very first real tour like I'd ever been on, and I got dropped off here from coming back from Cambridge. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning on a Monday, I think. And I'm stumbling in with my suitcase and my guitar and my bags and everything, and it's just like, ugh, like I I'm going to go pass out and deal with this shit later. Now, if it was any other day, I would have had to have been up in like an hour from then.
Yeah.
And I heard alarms going off and dogs barking and people rustling around anyway. But it's just like, I'll deal with this shit later. And of course, that ends up being like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, okay, now it's time to unpack the suitcase, put the laundry away, you know.
No, the biggest thing for me whenever I would come home and everyone would talk about, you know, like, oh, it's the post-tour depression. And I get it, you know, because there are people who live for it, who live for the life, you know. And for me, when I would get home from no matter how short or how long a time, I would literally just be like, there are at least 3 to 4 days where I don't want to leave my house. I will gladly get up, brush my teeth, shower, make food and everything like that. But the idea of having to leave my house is like,
like every time we do a convention, there's always at least a couple of moments where I'm walking around the hall or whatever it is, and I'm just like, oh, this is so long. Like, just a lot of hurry up and wait. Like, because we're here, because like we're there all day for the next however many days. But then when it comes to that last day where we're packing, it's like, oh man, it's over. Like, I don't want to go home. I've been here all weekend. Like,
and then the night we get home, it's like, okay, the quote unquote perishable things, which are the paintings, get them out of the car. Everything else, I'm like, I'm not dealing with it.
I thought you were talking about food.
Well, no, I mean, we don't come home with food, but you know, I mean, the things that are, I don't want the weather. The things that need climate control.
I like how you brought that back around.
I truly, I'm like, you know, we'll bring these upstairs, but the idea that I'm unpacking, like, we'll get home on a Sunday night. The idea that I'm unpacking before Tuesday, not going to happen. That won't happen because that's just not my MO.
What we're describing will be getting talked about in real time when we come back from Portland.
In a month. A month from today.
Happy birthday to me.
That'll be happy birthday, Sadie. My back hurts so much right now.
My back hurts.
My back hurts. My back hurts.
You don't even know what that's from.
No, I know. What's it from?
Mr. Deeds.
Oh, okay. I've seen Mr. Deeds.
When he was, that was filmed right here. When he was in the Echo room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You good?
Sure. I'm just tired.
We're fading. Yeah. Again, this is the 11th hour, and
lot going on.
A lot going on, you know, and when we try and take a break, when we try and take a little sidestep away from the hot buttons and, you know, and the anger and the grief and everything like that, we really do just sort of ramble. We are those rambling men.
Listen, the thought crossed my mind today. It's like, all right, put the podcast to the side, put on music, put on something fun to listen to, put on a podcast that's not like
put our podcast
current
to the
events
side?
Related. No. I meant like the current events podcast.
Oh, okay.
Like, put all that shit to the side. Listen to something lighthearted and fun and whatever. I have to wait until Thursday for my games podcast, and I've got other ones in the queue ready to
Every once in a while, I listen to this one.
Yeah, me too.
Because I like it.
There was one time, remember, I'm sitting in the chair and you're doing whatever you're doing, and I'm scrolling through Instagram and listening to like the clips from our episodes, just because I was like, yeah. And then to see how different we looked throughout the past 2 years.
Oh yeah. I look at like the videos from the beginning of season 2 when we first started doing the videos.
Just watching my beard get longer.
Watching your beard get longer, watching your hair get shorter. Because you had
wow,
hair,
thanks a lot.
and then you shaved it.
Yeah.
And then you let it grow, and then you shaved it again.
Well, because like right before Dad died, I cut my hair and my beard.
You shaved your beard clean off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it hadn't I hadn't even gotten stubble by the time of because I'm just like, please, at least let me have some sort of stubble for the service.
Yeah. You had a little bit. It was like a week or something. Like a week and a half that you had it. And I remember you had asked me, you were like, do I just shave it? Because that's what you always come to me with is, should I just shave it? And I finally, I always say it's your face.
I know.
It's hair. It grows back. But finally I just started saying, no. Yeah, I'm like, no, don't. Absolutely not.
Because I am so used to people dictating to me what my face and hair should look like.
I have opinions about all of those things.
Which
but
is
the
why
fact
I
of the, But the
asked.
fact of the matter is it is difficult for me to say yes or no, you should or should not do this to yourself, because I would not be comfortable with you or anybody telling me that I should or should not do something to myself.
Except in 4 years, I have never done that.
Yes, you have.
Bull.
Yep.
Name it right now.
My eyebrows.
What about your eyebrows?
You have said, you're like, oh, good. I don't like you with the dark eyebrows.
I don't like you with the dark eyebrows.
But if I like them dark, I can make them dark.
I never told you not to make them dark, though.
No, and I've never told you not to do something. I've just said I prefer you with a beard. I prefer you with a
Okay,
shaved
but you
head.
can't sit there and say that, yes, I told you what to do with your...
No, you didn't. No, you're right.
Ah.
You are right. I'm wrong. I can say it. I'm an adult. I'm 42 years old.
Would you stop
42.
flaunting that around?
42.
Jeez.
You know why I flaunt it? Because I look like this at 42. I still look like a baby.
You're making all the 48-year-olds jealous.
I still look like a young lady. Well, I think I probably still look. Do I look in my 20s or do I look in my 30s? I'd like to think I still look like I'm in my 20s.
I don't know. I mean, if I didn't know you, I'd probably guess you were somewhere between 29 and 32.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I find that widely acceptable. Thank you. Thank
I mean,
you.
I certainly wouldn't look at, like, if I didn't know you, would look at you and say you were 40.
I'd like to think that by the time I'm 50, maybe I'll look like I'm in my 30s. Like, I won't be able to I won't be able to be on Dawson's
Yeah,
Creek
when
anymore.
we're in our 50s, that's when the chin will start to
Yeah.
hang and the cheeks will start to sag. And
No.
the wrinkles will...
So much.
We'll
face
stop doing
care.
that or you're going to
No,
make
I'm
it
gonna
worse.
put it back where it belongs.
You're just going to tape it back like Psyduck?
Yo, people do that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you put tape and a string and it pulls it.
Puts the little eyebrows-
Instant-
bing, 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 bing.
Instant eye lift. Wow.
Missy Vaughn, she's got this little stencil and she goes beep, 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 beep. Instant eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's funny because I remember I was walking around Dad's house one time. I was looking for something, and I found a pair of his. He had cheaters in every room in the house.
Well, that way you always have them.
Yeah,
My
but he-
mom had them mostly in every room too.
And I don't think I'd ever tried one on before, so I pulled one out of the sleeve, and I'm like, oh my God, this is unbelievable! Like I can't see through this thing. And then I looked at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, wait a second. And it reminded me because I had a picture of Dad with the kids from around COVID. And so I took a picture of myself wearing his cheaters. I put it next to it because my head hair and beard were almost identical to his. And I
Yeah.
put them side by side. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. That's our future.
It was like that picture when John put me next to Rick from Pawn Stars. He's like, here, take these earmuffs. Put them on. Rick was at the driving range one day or something, and he's just like, here, put them on. It was like,
Oh man. This was a fun one.
this was
This was a nice little break.
all over the place.
All over the place.
Totally
Really
fine,
just
though.
running the gamut and just, hitting all the headlines. Our headlines.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun. Thank you out there for listening. We had a blast. Did you have a good time?
I'll have Luton always be a good time. No, I will have a better time when I have a little bit more caffeine. And
We're gonna get you some caffeine.
little more
next
sleep.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, you got a long birthday weekend coming up,
I
so
do.
we will spend some time caffeinating.
If you
and-
see
and
me out in
doing
the
this
wild,
pre-bedtime.
wish me a happy birthday on
Absolutely.
Thursday.
If you see me out in the wild, comment on how young I look.
Those on audio can't see how wide you're smiling.
It doesn't matter because I still look young on audio. You may not know it, but I do, right? I'll take that as a yes. Well, thank you. Please find us on social media. Find us, DT Andy and JJ Star with 2 R's. You can find Love Hard Art on Instagram. You can find Tax Collectors and Harlots and Coat of Arms Tattoo. You will find Love Hard Art at the Villain Arts Maine Tattoo Festival at Thompson's Point in Portland, Maine, February 27th, 28th, and March 1st. You will find Tax Collectors and Harlots at
Sugar Hollow.
Sugar Hollow
Danbury.
in Danbury on February 22nd. Come one, come all. They go on at 5. Yeah. Now you go on at 5 or doors are at 5?
We go on at 5.
You go on at 5, so get there early. Fun, like go to brunch, get some drinks in you, and
Get a
then
quesadilla.
get a quesadilla, and then go to the show. It'll be a good time.
No, there's quesadillas at the show.
Oh, there's quesadillas at the show. Wild. All right, brunch quesadilla. They put an egg on it with a mimosa. Ew. Can you imagine having a quesadilla and champagne? Or a quesadilla and orange juice? Ugh. All right, anyway.
What are you doing?
Find them all right, and then you can find everybody from Coat of Arms Tattoo are going to be at the New England Tattoo Expo at Mohegan Sun in April. April.
That's where I got this hat.
I believe 17th, 18th, and 19th. Not only will they be tattooing, but they'll also be doing cosmetic tattooing. So definitely check that out. Find them on social media. You can contact us directly. Email us at dtandyandjjstar@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns for our well-being, conversation starters and enders. Thank you to who was I going to say thank you to? Oh, I fucked that up. Well, thank you for being there and doing the thing and everything like that and bringing your A game every time you.
No.
No.
Thank you.
No, thank me. If I think of who I was gonna thank, then I'll come at you. I'll get at you.
Yeah, save your acceptance speech for next episode.
What else do we got? We got all of the streaming. God, it's past my bedtime. I think my adrenaline is finally
Amazon,
crashing.
Spotify, Apple.
We're on Amazon. But you can find them all if you go to
YouTube.
if you go to ttppodcast.com, you can find links to all of them. Download Podbean, give us a like and a follow, tell all your friends, pass it on. We like your money. TM. We are TM, and we're waiting for the R. And that's hopefully coming up, and I'm going to throw a fucking party when that happens. So stay tuned for that. Invites are in the mail. And if you want to find all of our videos streaming on YouTube, you can actually go to dtandyandjjstar.com and find all of those. And is that it?
You know what's amazing is that for all of my crop dusting before we recorded, I have not done it once.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As your partner, I thank you.
In crime.
Of course, once the cameras go off, I go back to being your wife and your victim.
Well, I mean, you're not.
With your noxious amnesia gas.
It's not amnesia gas.
That's a full lid from the three of us at That Talking Podcast. I'm JJ Star.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
We'll talk to you later.